Welcome back to Mark ERC. Thanks for joining us again on the video. Awesome Tamiya's 50th anniversary Valiant Porsche. Super lucky to get my hands on one of these. The original come out in 1976, but I just think, I mean, look at that, absolutely epic. Box art looks awesome. You've got the old schematics on the side. 934. Let's see what you get in the kit. Laid out really nice in the box. No blister packs like the originals, but I suppose that just adds extra cost to the kit, and these aren't exactly a cheap kit for what they are really. I think Tamiya might have taking the mick a little bit on their pricing on this, but let's see what you get in there. You never know, you might have some nice hop-ups, so let's crack on and see what's inside the box. First thing to know, you get a plaque for this particular model with the serial number on. Let's have a little look what number we've got. I really don't think they want me to get that out of there. I don't want to bend it, that would be a disaster. Three, four. God, that is really hard to see. 34903491. So I'm assuming the 3000, is that 4491? Just say 3491 is what this model is. So I'm assuming that's the number where they've been built. So that's pretty cool. I suppose you can't really fake one of them. Then we got the cool, awesome. That's one of my favourite body shells from Tamiya. The Porsche 934, exactly the same as the Jägermeister one, I think. Yeah, pretty much, but awesome looking shell, and the detail really cool. And those big fat rear wheel arches, same again, really cool. Then we've got our tyres. Oh, that's a shame we haven't given you a wider rear tyre, or a wider rear wheel for that matter. But lovely, lovely chrome wheels, and they're like a two-piece wheel where you pop the centres in, the gold centres. So look, it's a shame the Jägermeister had a wider rear wheel and a wider rear tyre, which I think would have made it look a little better. But we have got tyre foams inside our tyres already fitted. Quite a nice soft compound. Maybe they make the rear track up with the wider hexes. Oh, I didn't know that as well. So you also get left-handed driver's compartment or cockpit. Pretty cool. Don't normally get them in any of the kits. So I suppose you could look at that as a little bit of a hop-up. Then we've got awesome rear wing mirrors, and the little studs that hold the wing mirrors on. And our chrome light bezels, because you can run a light kit on this particular model. And the little clips that hold the LEDs in. Tamiya's instruction manual, which is exceptionally thick. I don't know if you can see that on the video. Like I say in every video, probably the best manuals from any manufacturer of RC. Then we've got all our plastic parts trees. So plastics are quite supple. Well, to be quite fair, very supple. FRP carbon reinforced chassis. I suppose that in itself, you know, if you was to buy a hop-up chassis for another type of car, you'd class that as a hop-up. It's got a bit of give in it, but it's quite a rigid chassis. Got a little bit of sort of TaO2 about it. Big tub chassis, battery runs horizontal, which is nice for weight distribution in these cars. Get a little commemorative 50th anniversary thing inside the box. I suppose you could put that behind the model, look quite cool when it's on the shelf. So you've got a load more part bags. I think Tamiya has some of the strongest sellotape on earth. We've got our wheel inserts for the wheels, which are, I do think, in terms of Tamiya's wheels, that BBS style wheel is pretty cool. So 4 discs, obviously 4 wheels. Then we've got our little driver man. Oh, he's got quite a strange, almost like a stormtrooper style helmet. Can you see that on the camera? Never seen that style of helmet before. Pretty cool. We've got all our A-arms. I'd imagine that they are a very, very tough plastic. Yeah, they look like they're carbon reinforced as well, arms. There's absolutely no play in those front and rear arms. High torque servo saver, pretty cool. Then we've got a selection of, for setting up the rear of the car or the front of the car. Never built one of these new chassis, so I'm not really sure on them, but they look like different toe blocks. Different toe blocks. Change the toe in and toe out. Oh, got another driver man. Oh, you've got 2 choices of driver figure. You've got enclosed visor or open visor. Then we've got our, looks like our C-hubs. Yep, C-hub, same again, that carbon reinforced plastic, really, really rigid. Looks to me as if all the suspension parts are made of that carbon reinforced plastic, which in itself, I suppose you could look at it as a hop-up, and they are absolutely tiny, I suppose, to save weight, but really, really rigid. Looks, a couple of bits there I don't think I've ever seen. That must be for that new style gearbox. Not sure. Oh, that's part of the, oh, it's got a rear, looks like a gear diff, pretty cool. Diff parts. Oh yeah, and then tiny little gears. I don't know if you can see them on the camera. Absolutely minuscule. Rear wheel drive, obviously, being a Porsche. Somebody's cool that the motor hangs right out over the back of the car. Then we've got our shocks, all the plastics for the shock absorbers. Excuse me, clips and so forth. Rear hubs. I don't think I've ever, that is absolutely tiny. And look at that rear hub, absolutely minuscule. So obviously a couple of rear hubs, I'm not sure what they are, but made of that carbon reinforced plastic. Same again, really, really hard. Looks like little spacers of some description. They're made of that really hard plastic, and looks like a little diff. One of the little T's you put in a differential. Got all of our A and B parts. It's quite a comprehensive kit, this really. All our decals, Valiant decals, and window masks, which make it super easy for the paint job. So what do we get in terms of parts in our part bags? Big polyurethane bumper. Looks like it's got cutouts, maybe to make it a little bit lighter. Push your cutouts out. We've got part bag. What do we go up to? Part bag A, which looks to me like our socket wrench, all black, black. Oh, what is that stuff called? Nitrate coating, I think. It looks like everything's coated with that. All our rod ends. And then we've got part bag B. Few aluminium parts, our shock, oil, grease, very tiny tooth pinion and a few bits and pieces in there, a load of washers and shims. Part bag C, oh, beautiful engine mount, all anodised aluminium, and a tiny little spur gear. Actually, that is a ball diff. So this must be a gear diff. You must have a choice. I don't know, I've never built it. So let's when we get through the instructions, we can see. Oh, look, that'd be quite cool if you get both a ball and a gear diff in the kit. Part bag D, TRF shocks. Maybe that's why these kits are creeping up in their price. I mean, TRF shocks, you're looking at 70. Sort of 79, 80 pounds. Come with, I'm not sure what the gold springs are, I'll find that out and I'll tell you what they are in the build video. All the bladders and everything for the shock absorbers. Then we've got part bag E, adjustable turnbuckles and some more rod ends. And then Tamiya's their version of 3M tape and some like Velcro tape and all the body pins. I did read somewhere that this particular car has a magnetic body mounting system, so you don't have the body post sticking out the body. I'd imagine the little magnets are in one of these kits, one of these part bags, sorry. This car has front wishbone suspension, and these must be the trailing arms, like a proper Porsche. Same again, that carbon reinforced plastic, really strong. Oh, I'll pick that bit up in a minute. So we've got those parts. And then, looks like the diff casing. Yeah, it looks like the rear diff casing made to look like, I suppose, like the underside, the sump of a Porsche engine. Same again, that really hard carbon reinforced plastic. And then we've got a bag full of little brackets and spacers, little plastic shims, I suppose, so you can shim everything up, make it really nice. Two identical part trees. I'd imagine front and rear. Looks like the steering linkage is on there, wheel hexes and a few other bits and pieces. They're just normal plastic. Yeah, I think they're just normal Tamiya plastic, ranging on the harder side. So there we have it, Tamiya's Porsche 934 kit. Oh, that's what flew on the floor. Little front. It's like the gearbox protector or front steering protector. So quite a comprehensive kit. Looks like it's going to be a really fun build. Hope you've enjoyed the unboxing video of the Tamiya Kramer Porsche. Next video will obviously be building it. What do you think? Do we go for the interior? Do we go for the man without a visor, the man with a visor? Or do we use like one of the driver figures where they're just an open head, like out of the one of the vintagey style cars, like the Ford Ranger, where it's just a man with his haircut, because they have got like a 1970s haircut going on, or do we make it a race and have a man with a helmet, full visor or no visor? Let us know in the comments. So like I say, hope you've enjoyed the unboxing. Next video I'll be putting this epic car together, and then we take it out for a very light run, but I will put a chassis protector on from JC Concepts, because I do not want to scratch that chassis. I'm not sure if Tamiya make any other models with that, but that is a one-off and it's a new chassis. So, like a new design of chassis, sorry. So, like I say, hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing video, and I hope to see you in the next one. So thanks for watching. Bye.